Day 3, Monday the 1st of June. It rained last night and we woke this morning to see why San Francisco Bay is called Fog Bay. It was entirely fogged in. Took our own bread to the cafe this morning for breakfast. What is it with Americans and sugar? Most of the cereals have sugar in them, as do the breads, and even the butter here was sweetened. No wonder there's so many fat people and diabetics. Went back to our room and I slept for an hour while Larry loaded photos onto Facebook. Walked to the waterfront, pulled out a map, and straight away had one of the millions of friendly Americans not only give us directions, but walked with us to the cable cars where we climbed aboard and went up to Union Square. There, another person just walked up to us and asked what we were looking for. Very normal for people to be friendly and helpful here. He then gave us directions to a few shoe shops, and soon Larry had some new walking shoes with the ankle support he needed. His feet were hurting with all the walking he said I was making him do. One thing we noticed here is the lack of swearing in public that we are used to hearing in New Zealand. Also, I noticed the lack of smoking in public, and it is like a breath of fresh air. Even though so many of the American movies have a lot of bad language, it's not the case out on their streets. Haven't heard the F word here at all, whereas in Pi here, you'll hear women and kids using it regularly. Had lunch at an Irish pub, caught a tram back to Fisherman's Wharf, chatted to an English couple on holiday, and back to the hostel for dinner, which was our leftovers, and to do a bag of washing and sort out hundreds of photos. Day 4, Tuesday the 2nd of June. Didn't have to wake up this morning as we hardly slept. Google Golden Gate foghorns and you'll see why. Must have been really foggy all night, so the horns didn't stop. 3 horns positioned on the bridge to guide boats in and out. They started at 11 p.m. and ran every 18 seconds through to 7 a.m. and they are loud. Not even Larry slept through them. Why anyone would want to live near that bridge, I really don't know. Hot breakfast and caught a shuttle to the airport. Twice the price of the baht, but 100 times easier. Full international check-in to go domestic to Seattle, 2-hour flight. Larry left his $35 Contigo coffee cup at the hostel in San Francisco. He said, "Good thing my head is bolted on." He is very unhappy. Got a fright when we first got to Alamo Car Rentals in Seattle, where we were told to pick up our RV for the next 17 days, going all the way up through BC to Fairbanks in Alaska, and they know nothing. "We don't do RVs," says the man behind the counter. "Panic stations." Our hearts fall out of our chests. We've already paid $700 deposit and these people don't know anything about it. Does the outfit we hired the RV from even exist? Alamo were great. They phoned the outfit in Alaska and found that someone had given us the wrong information and that someone was nowhere to be found. They even called a taxi for us and had us spending a second fare of $45 to get to the right place. So $90 later, we're at Go North Rentals and they are ready for us, but can only reimburse half of one of the taxi fares. Sad face. Getting the wrong address will be a mystery forever. They have a brand new RV waiting for us with a big Ford V8 and a new milepost, which was a real plus because Alamo didn't have the one that Rolf Sumstead had painstakingly packaged and sent there for us. Sorry you went through all the trouble, Rolf. Intended to spend 2 days in Seattle, but with it pouring with rain and the visibility poor, we started travelling north. We find the closest Walmart to pick up supplies, only to find anyone parking overnight will be towed. What? Apparently it is a local bylaw, only it is everywhere in and around Seattle. We head north looking for a pull-off area. Getting dark and raining, we risked parking at another Walmart, along with several other RVs and truckers. All good. Day 5, Wednesday the 3rd of June. A man knocked on our door at 8:30 and asked us kindly to move, smiley face. Fed, toilet, stocked and headed for Canada. No point in going to the Space Needle as we are fogged in and raining lightly. We'll forgo the market because of the weather also. Seattle is very beautiful, full of trees. Even in the city and the bay looked beautiful when we saw it in the morning. Would be a place to spend a week. Took a detour on the way to Vancouver and crossed at Abbotsford. It took about 20 minutes to get through, and the border security were lovely. Now that we're over the border, we can buy all the goodies we need. Found the closest Walmart where we got a SIM card with no plan and 1 gig of data, and stock up on food too. Very helpful staff, saved us a lot of money, smiley face. Forget all the bad comments you've ever read about Walmart staff. We've had great ones in the half dozen we've been to so far. The one in Abbotsford got us hooked up onto a data plan with Bell and even went online to set up our account. I couldn't believe that anyone would be so helpful. There's been a lot of wonderful, friendly people help us out over here. Also got another Contigo cup for Larry, so he's got hot coffee on the go every day. Loaded up and headed for a rest area that allows trucks and trailers to stop overnight for free. Clean toilets too. A lovely bush walk, and we saw a squirrel and found considerable quantities of boysenberries growing wild. 8 dwarf raspberries too. A very beautiful place to spend the night, and it feels safe being surrounded by truckers. All in all, a pretty full day. Now to organise the next stage of our journey.